everyone, welcome to ETS. This is your message for, I'm sorry, I'm having to revert back to my phone. I don't have a new calendar yet. This is going to be for January 6th through to the 12th. So we're going to start with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's see what's going on. All right, I see you exchanging with someone back and forth, back and forth. But I feel like it's a nice even exchange. This is something that I hear is timely, that it's a long time coming, that you've been waiting to have this conversation. I do feel on some level this is professional. It's kind of like, well, I'll just send them an email and see if they'll reply. And then they do. And then, you reply back. And so it's a nice, even keel thing that's happening here. So this is very timely, they say. And they're saying, do be patient also, though, because some of you I feel like might, like say if it's email, you might be inclined to use your cell and call them. And they're saying, no, just let time work on your behalf. All right. Let time work for you. But everything's lined up. Sometimes we feel like, why isn't something happening? Well, it's because everything, the people and all the circumstances that are involved are not lined up fully yet. So they will all be lined up fully. All right, let's see. I also see some of you, this is kind of light, but I see some of you kind of experimenting with cooking, trying out new things. It's almost like you're trying out new herbs and new flavors to see, like, hey, do you like this? Is this a good flavor, etc. But a lot less of the heavy cooking, I want to say, that we've been seeing. Excuse me, with quarantine, a lot of people have been really loading up on the carbs. And this is more cooking for flavor and lighter in many ways, more in a healthier way. So, yeah. I hear jobs open. Okay, I heard this last week too before, and they said jobs open. So the job that you've been waiting for is open, and I feel like that's going to be on the on the 8th, which is a Friday. And they said it's going to be like a knockout punch. That might suit, I don't know why they showed it to me like that, but it may align with somebody that specifically, would truly understand that. Especially if you had anybody that did boxing for a living, perhaps they're coming in and they're letting you know, you're going to get it. It's going to be a 1-2 punch, boom, out. You got it. All right. Let's look at the 9th and the 10th. 9th and 10th, Saturday, Sunday. I see a lot of things being wrapped up. I feel as though I'm seeing some documentation, some certifications, completion. Like you've wrapped up the paperwork, the things that you needed in order to receive a document, even, that kind of thing. But yeah. Also, I feel that some of you have made a very big impression on in life. That please do not dismiss small steps for one big step, because it's the small steps that lead to, the bigger steps. In other words, because of all those small steps, you've made a big impression on your life path. You did what you came here to do in a good way. They're really sending a lot of love and a lot of soothing. Some of you have been in grief and some depression. So they are, all right, and I'm hearing biblical. So some of you also, I would say, would be aligned with biblical passages, Bible verses, etc. But the healing is coming for you. All right. So you are being soothed, and you will find more ease. Your prayers are heard. All right. Yeah. And this is soon you will be able to talk about what you've been through, talk about the loss, talk about, because it doesn't always come easy in the beginning. Everything's just, your energy gets very full sometimes. This little vessel, especially when we're processing or just kind of trying to, process an experience like that, we tend to fill up, fill up, fill up, and hold it until it's ready to kind of flow, until we're ready. It's almost like an incubation period, just like the way the body swells actually has protection, you know, same way. But I do see healing for many of you. And I'm also hearing heartfelt living, that you will be moving forward in a more heartfelt way. Your life will have, you'll be pulled by your heart. If it feels right, if your heart is feeling the joy of this, then that's what you're going to do in life. So it's going to make a big impression on you as well. I'm also hearing the name Jimmy and the name Simon. Both those names have come in. I also, for some reason, they're showing me dice. I don't know if one of these people was a gambler or liked to gamble or like to throw the dice, but I'm seeing dice, or just somebody that would take a chance. That kind of feeling. I'm seeing kind of an old car around this person too, so I feel like they probably were an aficionado of older vehicles. All right, and the 11th and 12th, which is Monday, Tuesday. They said, please don't beat yourself up. Don't try to, I feel like some of you are feeling a little bit of shame and like you're mad at yourself and you deserve to be put in the corner and punished. And they said, don't mess your good shoes up by kicking that corner. They got a good sense of humor today. Yeah. Yeah, and they're saying, you know, you're a traveler, that you're not somebody that lets a lot of dust collect under your shoes, that you've always been somebody that changed, that went different places, did different things, and know your nature and honor your nature because it fits for you. And yeah, they just, this shame or this punishment, don't do that to yourself. You know, they said that, you know, have your cry. Release the tension. I do feel this is a male that I'm talking about, but know that you're not being punished. You know, like you're blaming yourself for not being a specific way or not fitting in, or you know, like why can't I just be like other people in a certain way? And that's not you. And the more you honor you, the better that you're going, the fuller you're going to be. You will be fulfilled. All right. Also, I see a medicine bag around some of you. So some of you, I feel there is like some sort of a medical, and I'm not seeing this as you personally needing to go to a physician. I'm seeing medicine around you. You may be somebody that is a caretaker, or maybe you work the perimeters for a physician or around a physician or in a hospital as a nurse. But I feel like, you know, I was going to say you're doing double duty, but that's not news to many of us. A lot of nurses and people that work in facilities are doing double duty. And I feel like you are doing some of the work that maybe a physician would do because you're having to. Some of the things that would be left to the physician. But they said that, you know, you're handling it well, and that this is just part of your journey. And it is an accomplishment. And take it in stride, and that when you need something, it's going to be right there. When you think that I can't do it, or I'm not authorized to do this, or, you know, but you're the only one that can, everything will line up. Okay, so you're not being put in a place where you shouldn't be. You should be right where you're at, and everything that you need will be there for you, even when you're working with nothing. You know, somebody had shared with me that they liked working with nurses that came from the Philippines, and they said that because they knew how to, in the Philippines, they didn't always have the tools to work with in the hospital, so they knew how to adapt, and that's what you're learning to do, is how to adapt. And I'm hearing long-term care as well, that this will help you with the long-term care of who you are overseeing or assisting or helping. Yeah. And they said also listen to your instincts. If you are somebody that has got a stethoscope and you are listening to somebody's lungs or heart and you're feeling a gurgle or something that's skipping, they said pay attention, because they said you know what you're getting and follow through on that. Yeah. All right. So let's look at the whole of the 6th through to the 12th. I hear fulfillment as the like message for the week is like fulfillment. And I also see that you're going to recognize your inner strength once you get out of the corner. But you're going to recognize your own inner strength and go, you know, I am strong. I do have this. I also see that you will also start to trust your own intuition. You know, it doesn't matter your vocation in life. Many times we are led to do different things, go in a different direction, take a different road, talk to a certain person, and it's just everything lines up because you followed your intuition. They're saying don't try to make yourself pick your left brain over your left brain over your right brain. They said let the two work together in harmony, because you're really learning to listen. And you know, when you are have your back up against the wall, you don't have time to analyze mentally, logically certain things. Sometimes you just work on automatically, and that's how the best work is done. That's when you're listening. That's when spirit is helping you. We are not here alone. We need to learn this, that we are not here alone. We are not here adrift on an island, that we have assistance from the unseen world, and we need to lean in. Everybody's lost somebody, even animals, pets. You think they're not with you? They absolutely come and visit. They absolutely do. You know, they're still here to comfort. You know, so please align with that. And I'm hearing you choose, and they're saying that you choose this life, you choose the circumstances and the opportunities that are going to stretch you, that are going to make you grow. You know, I think many of us, we want I want a lot of money and I want to just be able to kick it and not ever have to do anything. And the thing is, you don't necessarily grow that way. Some people devolve because they actually the challenge or the stretching and the discomfort is what creates more space for newness, for new awakenings, new awareness. And when you learn to embrace it and go, well, this is getting interesting, you know, I wonder who will show up to help me. I wonder, you know, if you live a life of expectation in that way, wondering how things will work out, that it's not all on your shoulders. You're only one little pea and grain in the sand. So, you know, trust the process of the whole. All right. Let me see. You know, I just see some of you wondering, am I protected? Am I okay? And they said, yes, you are. You are protected and you are okay. We've all been, you know, if you don't have the tools to deal with the last year or the constant trauma, you know, that had been hitting, you know, every day was chaotic, let's say. For a lot of people, it's torn them down and really distressed them, put them into depression, anxiety, you know, where they just refuse, like, I just can't do it anymore. And so let's help each other up, all right? Because if you have tools and you know what to trust, and you know that this is actually something that's happening as an evolutionary process of us growing up into our humanity. Having humanity, caring about one another, caring about the planet, caring about our resources, etc. So trust the process. So let's see. I'm going to pull a card here. All right. Oh, I had this one last time. This is funny. A door opens for me. This I had a couple weeks ago. When a door seems closed before me, I maintain my hope and belief in life. I no longer worry. I accept, because sooner or later a greater opportunity will come to me. That's true. Every no is a yes, all right? If that closed door had opened, it might have prevented this new opportunity from presenting itself. I now understand and am filled with serenity as I await the new opening. There you go. All right. With that, I want to say thank you all. Appreciate all of the healing that you've been sending to me. Slowly but surely, I'm the little engine that could. I'm having to use one hand. I have a hand that's a little swollen, you know, so I'm not as mobile as I had been, but it's okay. I'll move on. All right, with that, thank you all. Namaste.